What's up, face-off fanatics? Welcome back once again. I am Andrew the Elk Kelk, welcoming you to Season 2, Match Number 1 of the Movie Trivia Face-Off. It's a geektacular match. It's a fight to the finish. And what better competitors could we possibly have in this matchup than David Garcia and, of course, The Cleaner going head-to-head. It's the Dollhouse versus the former Commissioner. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a knockdown, drag-out. And with two strong competitors and one absolutely amazing announcer here, of course, we're not quite ready yet. Instead, for that, I'll need my partner to introduce himself. That's right, he's the man, the myth, the Mountain Dew runner himself, and a graduate of the second grade. It's Hillbilly Scribbs. Welcome, Mr. Scribbs.
Well, howdy, folks. It is a pleasure to be here with y'all today, and we have got a humdinger of a match for you. I hope you got your seatbelts handy so you can strap yourselves in, because this is going to be a good one, I think.
Well, it is a tale as old as time. It's a fight that has a whole lot of bad blood behind it. Obviously, the Dollhouse not happy with David Garcia, and David Garcia retiring as the commissioner in the recent past. He is now a competitor and a competitor only. And as much as I dislike the man at times, I will say a strong competitor with some impressive numbers. That said, I think the outcome of this match cannot be one that you have to worry about. You don't even have to think twice, because obviously the Cleaner is going to clean up today. Don't you agree, Scribbs?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I ain't really got a pony in this race. That cleanser had some good matches, had some bad matches. Now, our former commissioner, that there, David Garcia, the Spaniard, he's probably had more good matches than bad matches, but, he's had some doozies as well. So I think this is really anyone's match today. It's just going to be down to, I think, whoever answers the most questions right.
Absolutely. In the end, it always is who can answer that last important question, who can get more points on the board. You know what I think, and you know what Scribbler thinks. But in the end, we got two more people who are going to tell you exactly what they think. Let's take it to our promos right now with the Spaniard and the Cleaner.
Oh, hey, David, buddy. How you doing? As the head of the Dollhouse, I was made aware that there's a little bit of a vote going on, a vote of no confidence.
And the first person I am going to go against next year is the leader of the Dollhouse. He has been going after me for the entire year. James, you and me, next year in Geektacular. Your name is The Cleaner. Muy bien, pues te vas a ir un poco a tomar por culo. Tráete la mopa, porque tus miembros del Dollhouse van a tener que limpiar cuando acabe contigo. Así que... Okay, people, good luck with the Dollhouse, because I am out.
On my road to domination, I can't have you in my way. And yeah, it's not even unfortunate. I don't care. They're done. David, no confidence. We're gonna impeach the mother. Bye-bye. David. Oh, I think you need to see my face to really take in everything I'm about to tell you. David, your time has come.
Spence, you wanted this. You have been the one calling me out since this started.
Starting today, you are done. Your time in the limelight is gone. Your months, your year of trying to tear me down, trying to tear my faction down is done. I'm done with you. Everything before this has just been leading up to my taking you down. You tore me down for months, saying I wasn't a good competitor, saying I couldn't win matches. Well, guess what? I won matches. I got KOs. I got TKOs. And I've gotten to here today.
After I'm done with you, I will go and take your entire faction. John Mariano, the Elk, every single one. Now I don't have to care about what the people want. I don't have to care what the people complain about, what is wrong with the league, what is happening. I am only going to focus on winning titles, and that means I have to go through you.
I will not play nice. I will not go quietly into this good night. And this is my end game. See you in the ring. And you better hope you survive.
I'm sorry, you can talk. Yeah, you're a good talker. But, yeah, this is the end of the line. Sorry.
All right, folks, you heard it from both of our competitors. The Spaniard and the Cleaner fired up, ready to face off and try to take each other down. And when we heard in that promo, I think the word of the day for the Cleaner is down. He wants to take David Garcia down, wants to take him out even further than he already has. No longer the commissioner, but after today, will he also be a losing competitor? Very, very strong words from both of them, and both of them very motivated to win. Scribbler, what do you think of these two competitors? Who do you think has the edge in this match?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's pretty close. It could go either way. I really feel like that it's going to come down to, like I said earlier, whoever knows the answers. But both of these competitors do know their stuff, so it's anybody's game today.
Well, you can listen to that opinion from Smokey the Bandit himself, Hillbilly Scribbs, and of course, if you're a wise man or woman out there, you're a real true face-off fanatic, you'll know that my opinion is the only one that matters. But opinion is not everything. Instead, we have some stats on these guys. Let's take it over to the tail of the tape. As you see here, we've got two impressive competitors, both knockout artists. 2 wins for Garcia, 1 win for Spence, 1 knockout apiece. Obviously, both one unfortunate loss on their records. And here comes the breakdown. Scribbs, round number 1 looks like it's heavily in favor of the Spaniard. Spence, so far, only able to knock out 50% on those round 1 questions, with David Spaniard running an impressive 80%.
Yeah, those are a lot of big numbers. The only ones I really get are the zeros at the bottom. But yeah, those are some impressive big numbers there.
Absolutely. And we look a little further down. This is where Spence really starts to capitalize. This is what the Dollhouse does. They bring you to your end. And in the end, Spence with some very, very impressive stats indeed. Let's look at that. Round 2 accuracy, 90% for Spence. Steal accuracy, 100% for Spence. Round 3 accuracy, able to hit the 2 and the 3 in both matches. Garcia only able to hit that 5-pointer. Lots of points in that second and third round. You've got to think this is where Spence might have the advantage.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong there, Mr. Elk. That is often where these matches come down to. And round 3, it can be a make it or break it round for most folks.
Absolutely. But in the end, it all comes down to the match itself. It comes down to who can be the man on any given day and answer the most questions correctly. Obviously, if I were in this match, you'd know who that was going to be. And as I've said before, I think this is going to be an easy win for the Dollhouse, but we've got to get to it and get it done. Scribbs, are you ready for this one?
Man, I am ready. Let's get it.
Well, it's a thrill to be here with you, sir. And it is, of course, a thrill to once again introduce you to our competitors. It's the first match. Get hyped, face-off fanatics, as we bring them in to the ring. Introducing first, representing the Dollhouse, this is the Cleaner.
Good to be back. Elk, I haven't seen you. How are you doing, buddy? You doing good?
Always good to see you as well, Spence. As you know, I'm always looking good, feeling good, and doing bad because the Dollhouse, we don't do no good out there. And we're going to kick it off with the opponent. no longer the commissioner, so I don't have to be nice to this man. I can say exactly how I feel, and I'll do that as soon as we get a censor to drop the worries, because I can't say what I really feel. Instead, I'll just introduce you to... Oh, I have to say this part though, don't I? He is the #1 ranked competitor in the movie Trivia Face-Off Geektacular League. This is David the Spaniard Garcia.
Just cut his mic. Don't let him talk. Get it over with.
All right.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, it didn't work.
Unfortunately, he is here. He is in the ring. David Garcia. Here we go again.
Yeah. If you are expecting me to say something, you're not going to make me lose focus. No. Just get on with it.
All right, thanks, Trinity.
All right, Scribs, it looks like they are ready to go. Spence, are you ready?
Just like you said, Mamma Mia, here we go again. David, here's for your second loss.
All right, breaking it down to the AB and the BA. And David Garcia, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, Scribs, let's get into this match. I'm super excited to see how this one turns out. For round number 1, we are going to take it to your rules.
All right. Before that, you guys, y'all should have the loser put your sunglasses on the line.
Sure. If y'all want to see my little pearly whites, go ahead.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
I think that would be great. All right. Are we ready to do some rules and stuff?
Well, with that, the challenge for the sunglasses, a truly great challenge in the history of movie trivia in all of the leagues. Taking someone's sunglasses, that's got to be akin to taking a luchador mask, Scribs. But if they want to do it, let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to face off round number 1. Gentlemen, your rules for round number 1 will be as follows. You will receive 10 questions in random Geektacular categories given to both competitors. Once the question is asked, you will have 15 seconds to write your answer on your whiteboard. When that time is up, you will, when your name is spoken, show us your whiteboard and verbalize your answer at the same time. Each question will be worth 1 point. A perfect round, all 10 questions will trigger a bonus question asked to any competitor who gets a perfect round. You do, of course, have, throughout the course of this match, 3 JTE rules. That is a repeat. If you did not hear the question or would like to buy yourself some time, use a JTE rule. You also have 1 challenge. You may challenge a question at any point if you feel that the wording of the question was not correct or the answer was incorrect. And if your challenge is upheld, you will retain your challenge for the rest of the match. If your challenge is not upheld, you will lose your challenge. Do you understand the rules?
Sure.
Yep.
All right. Scribs, are you ready to go?
I am ready, sir.
All right, season 2, match number 1, Face-Off Fanatics. Here we go. Let's get it going. Question number 1, Hillbilly Scribs.
Yes, sir. So our first question of round number 1 is going to be in that there category of Star Wars.
Oh.
And I think y'all probably heard of it. And the question is, what type of Imperial walker is seen in Rogue One during the Battle of Scarif?
Now, Scribs, I imagine the only walker you're familiar with is the Texas Ranger variety.
I see what you did there. Yes, you're right. That's the best kind of walker.
Well, hard to argue with that one. And 5, 4,
We love them walkers as part of
3,
Skybound Entertainment.
2, 1. Pens down. We will go first to David Garcia.
80-80.
That is wonderfully incorrect.
Ooh.
Spence, what do you got?
At me on Twitter. I did not get the right answer.
We will at the both of them because that's how many they gave us. Scribs, you want to tell them what it was?
You guys, y'all were 1 letter off for that Rogue One. They threw a C in there. It's an AT-ACT.
I would like to challenge that. AT-ACT all-terrain armor cargo transport is in the Battle of Scarif, but I think there are AT-ATs as well.
All right, we have a challenge on the board, challenge officially. And on the first question of the first match, David Garcia clearly continuing to not make my life easy, even though he's no longer the commissioner. We're going to review this challenge, folks, and we'll be right back. All right, folks, we are back from the challenge. We have sat and reviewed the scene in question. We've looked for identifiers in the film itself, and we've referenced some outside sources as well. And in the end, we cannot be certain that AT-AT would not be a correct answer to this question. There is no clear identifier in the actual film, and for that reason, we will be throwing out the question. David Garcia's challenge will be upheld, unfortunately, but we will be going to a backup question, which we do have prepared. So for question number 1, let's try this again.
All right.
Scribs.
Okay, let's go for it one more time. So for question number 1 in round 1, our category is going to be heroes and villains. And your question is, in The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Sir Sean Connery plays this literary treasure hunter.
And I don't think it's a spoiler in this case, Scribs, if I say probably not going to be Indiana Jones.
No. And, you know, most people will probably remember this movie because it was such a stinker. It kind of still smells bad. I think it even made Sir Sean Connery retire.
Yes, definitely what happens. You start to smell once you're 20,000 leagues under the sea with Captain Nemo. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Once again, we will go to David Garcia.
So Quatermain.
He has Quatermain. I believe that is acceptable. We did not ask for the full name. And Spence.
I just like chicken, so I said Long John Silver.
Unfortunately, not correct. We were looking for Alan Quatermain. Alan Quatermain. So David Garcia on the board first with 1 point. I'm going to say, let's see if Spence can turn this one around. Given the category, your category, gentlemen, is Middle Earth. Middle Earth is your category. In the Hobbit trilogy, what character is able to transform into a bear? You might know a few people like this, Scribs, after a bit of moonshine in the evenings.
Well, yeah. I thought my uncle used to be able to do that, but it was just the moonshine.
Well, it can do wonderful, miraculous things for you, and I believe it can act as a replacement for your gas when you run out.
Yeah, it's kind of like a cure-all, heal-all.
And 5, 4, 3. Oh, he's gassing up, folks. 2, 1. We will go to the cleaner.
I believe it is Barry B. Berenson.
Barry B. Berenson is not the correct answer, so we will take it over to David Garcia.
Close.
You were in the right track. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Bjorn.
Bjorn or Beorn is correct.
You are correct,
for another
sir.
point. David Garcia taking the early lead. Not what I like to see, but the round has just begun.
That's right. It's still anyone's ball game at this point. All right, folks. For your third question in round number 1, we are going to the category of the DCEU.
Ugh.
In Wonder Woman, Diana carries the sword of Athena. Under what other name is that sword known?
Now, I have a theory about the DCEU scripts, and you can tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong. It seems to me like when they try to do something important or popular or that people really care about, they make a bad movie. But when they do something that nobody gives a crap about, except for the big comic book nerds, they knock it out of the park. Shazam was great. Aquaman was great. What's the deal?
When the last 2 acts were great.
I have no idea, but you are pretty. You're kind of spot on with that.
I will say Wonder Woman, the exception that proves the rule, gentlemen. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. David Garcia.
Godkiller?
That is correct.
That is correct.
This is Godkiller, but I'll give that to you. Yeah, it's Godkiller.
All right, Spence on the board. 3-1. All right, gentlemen, let's keep it going. Spence, good work. Keep that up. We're going in the right direction. David, you can miss one if you feel like it. Here we go. Category 4, Marvel movies. And just for you, David, it's going to be an actor question. In 2007's Ghost Rider, what actor plays the role of Blackheart? For the role of Blackheart. That's a spot. That's a pretty on the nose name. Your parents name you Blackheart. You pretty much end up in the dollhouse or in prison, I think.
I mean, with a father like that.
Oh, David Garcia asking the age-old question: who's your daddy?
Darth Vader.
We've got 5.
David Garcia, no one's daddy.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's see some points go on the board. Spence, do you have it?
If I'm known for one thing, I hope it's my penmanship. It is not Sam Elliott.
Incorrect. Not Sam Elliott and David Garcia.
Yeah, I also was hoping they were going to ask about him because I know his name. I don't know. Colm Fiore. I don't know. He's a guy.
Colm Fiore is in fact an actor. And David, you'll be happy to know that's wrong. We were looking for Wes Bentley. Bentley.
The weird dude in American Beauty.
So no perfect rounds. Nothing perfect in this one.
All right, fellas. Moving on to question number 5. We're going to be going into the category of them. They are movie quotes.
Everyone's favorite.
Whoa. So tell me the movie you will hear the following quote in. Okay. Wherever I go, the wind follows, and the wind smells like rain.
Wow, that's poetic, Scribs. That sounds like something you hear in like a Wes Anderson film. Are you sure this is geek?
I hope so, because we're out of backup questions.
Oh, I'm sure between the two of us, we could come up with something. Smokey and the Bandit is not a geek movie, Scribs.
What about Cannonball Run?
Absolutely. You got to be a geek to appreciate that one.
Space cannonballs.
5,
I don't know.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down, Mr. Garcia.
I actually have no idea. Batman 89?
Batman 89 is not correct. Very, very, very incorrect. In fact,
David, you need to hear it in the character voice. Wherever I go, the wind follows. It is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
All right, making this a bit of a face-off. That is correct. Spider-Man Noir from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, meaning there's only 1 point separating these two competitors now. Getting exciting, Scribs.
This is getting close.
All right, and everyone else's favorite category, mixed bag for your 6th question. Mixed bag. Gentlemen, your question is, Aura, Voltan, Clytus, and Baron are characters featured in what 1980s film?
I think this is my favorite question ever.
I'm pretty sure this is the name of the exotic dancers down at the club I used to go to. Scribs?
Maybe I could see that.
All right. Definitely not names that you're familiar with. These are Greek, it sounds like, and you only know people who speak good old American. 5.
Repeat the question.
4. Repeat of the question for Spence. That's 1 repeat. 1 repeat. Cleaner, your repeat in mixed bag. Aura, Vultan, Clytus, and Baron are characters featured in what 1980s film?
All right, just count it down. David doesn't have it.
We gave him the decade, so that's got to be helpful. I got to go that 15 seconds. Spence, you know I would love to go right to your answer, but still got to count it down. And that would look a little something like 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's see. No answer from David Garcia.
Yeah, no.
No answer, David Garcia. And Spence.
Yeah, that boys, it's tied. The only time you'll ever hear this. Thank you, Garth McMurray. It is Flash Gordon.
Oh, Savior of the universe.
My goodness.
It is tied up 3-3, Scribs.
Oh, man.
And we're about halfway through the round. This is looking good.
This is looking like it's going to be a good one, folks. All right. So for our question number
7,
we're going to be going to the category of the MCU. And your question is in that there Thor Ragnarok, what deity holds Thor prisoner as the film begins?
First, Scribs, I just want to say congratulations on pronouncing the word deity. Well done. And also, I don't blame you on those numbers. 1, you don't usually count that high. And 2, we've sort of had 8 questions. So
Yeah. Well, my buddy Eshawn has been helping me with my letters and numbers, and we've gotten some of the reading down, but the numbers, they're just so dang hard.
That's right, Scribs. You're like Goyle. I never knew you learned how to read.
Absolutely difficult, especially when Ishan tells you what they are in Indian. So we're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Going to the cleaner.
Jumble of weird letters. It's Surtur.
Surtur, correct.
That is correct.
David.
Yeah, Surtur.
All right.
Had a feeling they were both going to get that question, Scribs.
They look like they knew it kind of from the start there.
Here's one. It's a great question from a very bad movie, your category, gentlemen, DC films. In Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, what is the full name of Lex Luthor's nephew? Have you seen Superman 4, Scribs?
Superman for what?
Normally I'd say something, but Scribs, you're a treasure. Don't ever change. And by that, I mean, please don't go back to school. It would ruin everything. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go with The Cleaner.
So I've never seen this movie, so I gave you some names from the movie Cats. I have Bustopher Jones, Rum Tum Tugger, Mungo Jerry, and Rumple Teaser. I could also give you Old Deuteronomy, Gus the Theater Cat.
Right. I would love to see Bustopher Jones Luthor, but unfortunately none of those are going to be counted as correct, Spence. We're going to go to David.
Pretty sure they will be better characters than Lenny Luthor.
Played by John Cryer, Lenny Luthor is correct. David takes the lead back.
I don't want to challenge this quite yet. Isn't Lenny a nickname? No one named their kid Lenny. Like he's Lennifer Jones or something.
And no one would star in this movie willingly, and yet somehow they got Richard Pryor and all the original cast back. So just going to have to live with this one.
Actually, you know what? Here, if we're waging challenges, let's challenge. I'm pretty sure his name is Leonard Jones.
You're pretty sure his name is Leonard Jones, the nephew of
Leonard Luthor.
Leonard Luthor.
Jones, the greatest character ever. His full name isn't Lenny, it's Leonard.
All right, the challenge is officially in. Is that correct, Spence?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Let's do it. We will go for the challenge. Scribs, we are back, and a travesty of justice. It was a wise challenge. It's just unthinkable that this could go the way it has, but our line judges have weighed in, and unfortunately, we are not going to award the challenge to Spence in this case. The cleaner loses their challenge, and we will be moving on to your next question. The score, once again, David Garcia in the lead, 5-4. You have 2 questions remaining. Scribs, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, man. I don't like this category. Your question number 9 is going to be in that there category of the Wizarding World. And your question is, who is the head of the House Gryffindor in Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald?
I hate you.
I'm pretty sure this is Sir Nicholas de Porpington Mimsy. That's a joke for the Harry Potter fan. You get it.
Hold on. Let me magically give you the answer. Alakazoola, blah, 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 blah.
Scribs,
don't
lose your head over it.
Scribs, I'm pretty sure that was an unforgivable curse that you just uttered. Gentlemen, 5, 4, 3.
David, that was a hint. I would love to challenge it, but I don't think I have it anymore.
1. There were no, I promise you, there were no hints given. If anything, I was going to mislead David Garcia, but we will go to him and see if he got the correct answer.
Is it Dumbledore? Albus Dumbledore?
Albus Dumbledore is incorrect. Not the head of House Gryffindor in Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. He's thinking of the original movies. And Spence.
Actually, in the original movies, it's Minerva McGonagall. But anyways, yeah, I also spelled Albus Dumbledore incorrectly.
Also incorrect. And we were looking for, Spence, you should have trusted yourself, Minerva McGonagall. Minerva McGonagall.
Come on, David. You know you want to do it. Come on.
Nah.
Come on.
Nah.
We've had a lot of challenges. David, let's make this a Brooklyn event. Are you sure?
Come on.
No challenge from David, which means no perfect rounds on the board. This will be your final question in round number 1.
Yeah.
David, something to say?
No. Go.
Here we go. In one of my favorite categories from one of my favorite franchises, we are going with Star Trek. The question to you is, name the starship commanded by Sulu in Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country. Looking for the name of the starship. Now, Scribs, have you ever been on a starship?
I see what you're doing there. I've never been in a Turkish prison either.
You hear that, David? There goes my 50% accuracy rate.
All right, there goes my probing questions. We will count them down in 5.
You okay?
4,
Scribs, you need some like
3,
lotion or some therapy?
2, 1.
Maybe some therapy.
Let's see. Can the cleaner close the gap before we go to his opponent?
He said the U.S. has vengeance.
The U.S. has vengeance. You are thinking of a different Star Trek film.
Yep.
David, do you have the answer?
This is USS Excelsior.
That is
It is.
correct. David Garcia with the 2-point lead coming out of round 1. But you know what, Scribs? This is not over. As we said before,
No.
that first round, David has a much more impressive total. In fact, he's not even playing up to his normal percentage, and Spence only 2 behind with some very impressive stats coming in that second and third round. I think this could still be a very exciting matchup. Anybody could still take this out.
Oh, yeah.
And Spence, you got this. You know I'm pulling for you unofficially.
I've got this. I've got all of these. That's it. These.
Corey Morissette would get mad at me if it was anything other than unofficially. It is, though. All right. So round number 2, we are ready to get going on that. Scribs, we're going to go ahead and bring up the rules for our competitors.
Yes, sir.
All right, gentlemen, a reminder. Spence, you have 2 repeats and no challenge. David Garcia, you have all your repeats and your challenge intact. Round number 2 goes like this. It is, of course, the wheel round, the wheel of fate, justice, doom, and possibly cheese. Each competitor will spin the category wheel. They can respin once if they do not like what they landed on, unless, of course, they land on opponent's choice, which they must give to their opponent to choose for them. Each competitor will get 5 questions from the chosen Geektacular category. Each question starts at a value of 2 points. If you do not know the answer, you may ask for multiple choice. Should you do so, the value of the question goes down to 1, and you will be given 4 options, which you may select from. At any point, should you not answer within the time, or your answer is incorrect, your opponent may steal the value of the question as it currently stands, 2 points, without multiple, 1 point with multiple choice. Gentlemen, if you understand the rules, if you are ready, we'll bring up the wheel. And David Garcia, you are in the lead. Would you like to go first, or would you like to defer to your very good-looking opponent?
I am going to give it to Spence.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Just spin it away. Get this done.
All right, Cleaner with the first spin. Let's do it. Wheel of morality, as Bibbs would say, coming to a stop on a category of Star Trek, and we're getting a respin immediately.
Keep it going.
I think Spence saw both of the categories it was nearly on and said, "No, thank you. I don't want."
I know David's eyeing, and he knows exactly what he wants.
I think we were looking for a comic book category for Spence, but we ended up with a little bit of magic in the wizarding world. We will be giving these questions. Scribs, you're a magical man from a magical land, so why don't you go ahead and ask the questions to the cleaner?
Are you talking about Arkansas?
I mean, magic happens there all the time. All you got to do is drink that 80 proof.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let me pull these up real quick. Okay. All right. Cleanser, for your first question in this round, it is, what is the first spell used at the beginning of Prisoner of Azkaban?
Lumos Maxima.
2 points on the
2 points. 2 points for you, sir, friend. There we go. All right, for the next one, and this really is torture, me having to read all these things. What is the name of the organization dedicated to eliminating witches? And it's run by Credence's adopted mother / caretaker in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
That's a good question. I'm going to need multiple choice on that one.
Oh, of course. So here are your choices. Number A is the No Magic Society. Number B is the New York Witch Hunters. Number C is the New Salem Society. And number D is People Against Witches.
C.
That's it for 1 point.
Didn't like this category initially, but actually navigating fairly well so far.
Doing pretty dang good here. All right. So for question number 3, we're going to be asking, in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, while having dinner at
Grimald.
that place, Nymphadora Tonks is shown changing her nose into a bird's beak and the nose of what other animal?
I want to ask for technical just to watch you go through that pain again.
Oh, gosh.
If you need help, Scribs, I'm always standing right
I'll
here.
just get the multiple.
The multiple, okay. So your choices are the nose of a dog, the nose of a cat, the nose of a rat, and the nose of a pig. I could read those. Those
Let's
weren't too
do pig.
Pig.
Once again, correct.
Another point for you, friend. Another point.
All right. 4 points so far through 3 questions.
Yeah. All right. So for your number 4 question in the Wizarding world, Queenie Goldstein is a unique type of witch with an ability most do not possess. What term does Newt use to describe her special type of magic?
I don't do English good either, so I'm going to get multiple just to make sure I'm right.
Okay. Oh, man. You are such a rascal. Okay, here we go. Number A, metamorphagy. No, I messed that up. Metamorph Magi. Number B, Obliviator. Number C, Legolimens or Legolimens. Number D, Animagus.
I can tell you it's C, but I don't know how to pronounce it either. But I think it's something like that. Yeah.
Elements.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are correct.
Yeah,
Please don't make me say it again.
Whoa.
All right. Okay, guys. Doing really good, Spence. You've jumped out to the lead in this one, and you got one more question, so you have the potential to jump ahead by 2 more. So for your 5th and final question in the Wizarding world, what is the name of Vernon Dursley's sister who Harry blows up like a balloon?
I just studied this too.
That's a
I know his wife's name is between.
It's a bit tough, this one. Bit of a rough round, but once again, I got to say, Spence handling it very well.
Multiple
choice. All right. A is Marge, B is Madge, C is Midge, and D is Margaret.
Whoever wrote these questions, you suck, but I love you. Is it A?
It is A.
Large Marge in charge. Give me them.
Right. Marge.
Points.
Tell them Large Marge sent you. There you go.
Can't curse, not unless Tony's here to help.
All right, so if I'm not mistaken, that means we've got 6 points coming out of that round for Spence. That's a pretty good round. I can't think of anything wrong with it.
Absolutely nothing wrong at all.
All right, we will go over to Mr. David Garcia. David, Wizarding World is off the wheel, and it is time for your spin.
Yeah, let's go. Ha!
And officially,
Whoa.
back to Spence with opponent's choice.
Oh,
I like this wheel. I know you don't. I know you don't talk very good or do the words well. So let's do movie quotes.
Everyone's favorite category, movie quotes.
Yes.
David Garcia, your movie quotes, which can of course come from any geektacular film whatsoever.
Yep.
Here we go. Question number 1. In what film will you hear the following exchange? It'll kill you. Then I'll die. Yes, that's what killing you means.
That will be Thor Ragnar. No. Sorry, no. That
5,
will be Avengers Infinity War.
The dwarf Eitri to Thor. That is absolutely correct for
Oh,
two.
I don't know where that came from. I don't know where that came from.
Just managed to get it in time. Well done. Well done, David. Here's a question, and I'm sincerely hoping that David does not know the answer to this for a number of reasons, but mostly because I want to give him the multiple choice options. Your second question, David. What character says the following? It's a new flavor crystal formula, twice the chocolatey goodness, half the calories, plus it helps prevent tooth decay.
I could use that.
You still got all your original teeth there, Scribs?
Some of them.
I'm going to ask
Five.
for choices.
Multiple choice it is, and here are your options. David, was it A, Green Lantern, B, Hannibal King, C, Deadpool, or D, Nick from R.I.P.D.? We can answer at least one thing about this character. We know who the actor is.
Can you
Five.
Can you repeat the options? The options. If I repeat,
This is your
if I
first
repeat
option.
the options, it's,
To repeat for this,
so,
unless you need the question.
okay, yeah, repeat the options.
Reading the options for you. Your options are A, Green Lantern, B, Hannibal King, C, Deadpool, D, Nick from R.I.P.D.
They aren't making it easy on this one.
No, very mean question. Definitely not too much help, I don't think, with the multiple choice here. Maybe he can eliminate one, take a shot at it.
Can you repeat the whole question, please?
You will be charged a repeat for this one. This is
I
going to be a
guess.
full repeat. David Garcia, your repeat for the whole question. What character says, it's a new flavor crystal formula, twice the chocolatey goodness, half the calories, plus it helps prevent tooth decay? And your options, Green Lantern, Hannibal King, Deadpool, or Nick from R.I.P.D. 15 seconds. Five,
I'm going to say
three. Can you repeat that?
D.
D for
Yes.
Nick from R.I.P.D. is incorrect.
Is
For
Hannibal
the
King?
steal, Hannibal King is correct. The key words in the question, it helps prevent tooth decay. Might have clued you in on the vampires. One more point.
Exactly what I thought. Exactly what I thought.
All right, David, let's keep going. You got three more questions. In Back to the Future, Doc Brown asks, is there a problem with blank in the future? Why is everything so heavy?
I guess you are asking for the exact quote, I guess.
Generally, yes.
Okay. Multiple choice then.
Multiple choice it is. David, your options are A, accumulation of mass, B, atomic weight, C, black holes, or D, Earth's gravitational pull.
Oh,
All science terms, for sure.
is it? What? Is it B?
B, atomic weight is incorrect. Your
Is it
options
D?
for the steal, Spence, are
D?
A, sorry,
D?
D, Earth's gravitational pull, pulling David down to Earth, because that's another point for Spence.
Yeah, it is.
Spence taking a commanding lead with the steals so far in this round. Right now, we are looking at an 8-12 score. David needs to get both of these without going to multiple if he wants to stay tied going into round number 3. David, your fourth question. And I have a feeling you might feel better after this one. We'll see, David. In Suicide Squad, Joker says to Harley, I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to blank. Believe this might have even been in the trailer, Scribs.
I think so.
Are you really, really bad?
He got both
You
the
got
reallys.
it.
That is 2 reallys and 2 points for David Garcia on the
I want to
board.
clarify something. Is it bad or badly?
It's really, really bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grammar.
I was just
And-
making sure this grammatically is a little iffy.
David, your final. Well, Jared Leto did a lot of things wrong in that movie. Question number 5 and your final question in this round. David, to tie the game, if you do not need multiple choice going into round number 3. Movie quotes. Finish this quote from Wonder Woman. But Charlie, who would blank? Movie quotes. Good choice on opponent's choice by Spence Scribs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's really working at it.
Yeah, these are tough ones. I ain't ever seen movie quotes be an easy category.
Okay, but Charlie, who will sing for us?
And that is correct. We have a tie game going into round number 3. 12-12. Everything we could have hoped for the first match of the season, Scribs. I got to say, we are off to a great start.
You are absolutely right, sir. I'm out of words. This thing is just that dang exciting.
Well, running you out of words might not be the hardest task in the world, but we will still take it. A little bit of credit. You go ahead and swig down a little bit more of your moonshine, gentlemen.
Okay.
That's David, and that's Scribs over there. All right, competitors, we have round number 3 coming your way. I will remind you, Spence, you have 2 repeats and your challenge remaining. David, you have 2 repeats and your challenge remaining. Spence, you have 2 repeats remaining. And here come the rules for our final round, round number 3. The competitor will pick 3 numbers that will correspond to 3 random categories. Each competitor will receive 3 questions. Questions will be worth 2, 3, and 5 points in that order, respectively. There is no stealing. There is no multiple choice in this round. Repeats and challenges, obviously, still in effect. With a tie game going into round number 3, we have our power rankings, and David Garcia, you are the number 1 ranked competitor, so you will pick your 3 numbers first. Please go ahead.
I'm going to go 2, 3, and 11.
2, 3, and 11. I will be asking David's questions, and give us your 3 numbers. I will write them down just in case Scribs can't remember 3 numbers at the same time. Spence.
You took 3 of my numbers, bastard. How many? What's the total? Like how many numbers?
Oh, I apologize. Your range in numbers will rank from 1 to 12.
Okay, I'm screwed either way.
12 categories, 12 numbers.
Let's do 12, 6, and 9.
12, 6, and 9. As mentioned, I will be asking the questions to David Garcia. David, you are in the favorites chair, so we will go to Spence first. Scribs will handle those questions.
All right.
I feel like I'm at a disadvantage with Scribs asking me questions.
No, these ain't that bad. Okay, so for your
Middle Earth.
No. For your,
right here.
you chose category number 12
Correct.
for your 2-pointer, and that is going to be Star Wars.
Suck it, David.
So your question is, what is the name of the planet where the climactic battle between Anakin and Obi-Wan takes place in Revenge of the Sith?
Mustafar.
There you go, 2 points.
2 points on the board. We will go back to the Spaniard and see if he can answer in kind. Spaniard, you picked category number 2. Your category will be the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Okay.
Your question, which MCU movie is the first to feature the Power Stone?
That will be Guardians of the Galaxy.
That would be correct for 2 points, throwing it back to Spence. Very exciting, Scribs.
Yeah. Okay, so you did have to pick number 6 for your 3-pointer.
Mm-hmm.
That means I got to read another dang Wizard in World question.
Okay.
All right, so for your 3-point question in the category of Wizard in World, what is the first verbal spell we ever see Harry Potter use successfully?
Wingardium Leviosa.
No, that's not it. Oh man, and I don't know if I can say this one.
Ricta Sempra. We were looking for Rictum
You got it.
Sempra.
Yeah.
What? I can't challenge that, but that's strange.
No challenge available unless David Garcia would like to mad at you for it.
He doesn't use a single spell in Philosopher's Stone. Like,
All right,
so
Mr. Garcia, your 3-point question.
Successfully.
To take the lead away from your opponent, you picked category number 3. Your category, DCEU.
all
Just
right.
getting big comic book universes. And your question is, what is the final sin that Shazam successfully removes from Dr. Sivana's body?
Envy.
Correct. Spence, probably an envy now of your scores. You take the lead by 3
I'm not
points,
envy. I hate my 3-point question. Yay!
which means it's going to come down to this 5-point question.
Yep.
Scribs will be administering to you, Spence. If you make this question, you will throw it back to David Garcia. If you miss it, David Garcia will take the victory.
Oh boy, here we go. So for your category, for your 5-pointer, you chose category number 9, and that is the mixed bag.
Somebody fix these numbers against Spence here.
Man.
Wonderful.
Okay. So for your 5-point question, what Slim Whitman song makes all the aliens' heads explode in 1996's Mars Attacks?
Whew, that is a doozy.
That's a tough
And
5-pointer.
perhaps the only 5-pointer I think you might know off the
Yeah.
top of your head, Scribs.
Maybe I do have
So
this
here's my answer.
on my shuffle.
Here's my answer.
You have 2 repeats remaining.
Oh, I know. David's rigged this. He's still the commissioner, and I'm done. No question, nothing.
Not even an attempt at an answer, which means your winner, David the Spaniard Garcia.
For those of you watching at home, what we were looking for was Indian Love Call.
Indian Love Call was the answer. Tough round number 3, Scribs, for Spence. The first 2 categories that come up, favorites of David Garcia. I know,
Yep.
not the biggest strengths of Spence. And then mixed bag at the end, could be anything. And that 5-pointer, you don't want it to be something outside of your strengths, as we
Right.
saw right here.
Right. You never know what you're going to get with the mixed bag at all.
That is tough. Tough questions. And in the end, as I've said before, it comes down to one victor. Only one can be standing at the end. And in this case, that round 3, we thought it might go Spence's way based on the numbers. But instead, David Garcia, you are the victor today.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and we're going to get some post-match interviews from both of our competitors. And handling those post-match interviewers, oh, I love this guy. Man, I can't wait. It's so much fun when we get to deal with this one. I'll throw it over to, it's Hillbilly Scribs.
Oh, man. That one was a rough one. I certainly feel for you there, friend. As much as we have not seen eye to eye on things around here, that is a tough one. But
Oh, a tough one. Okay, I missed one question below my average in round 1. Okay, I played phenomenally in round 2. I didn't miss a single question, and I took almost all the opportunities in round 2. I played amazingly. This was my game. This was my game to lose. He didn't win. He did not win this match.
well, yeah, you're right. I mean, round 1 saw you guys like pretty close, and then round 2, man, you came back with a vengeance. How did you feel like going through and coming out of round 2?
I got screwed. I have never been good at Wizarding World. Never. I didn't come in. I didn't study. I didn't do anything. It was all off the top of my head. I knew all of that. I knew everything you guys gave to me. Yeah, I went to multiple choice, but I still got it. David didn't get it. I had to steal points from David. He didn't get that chance from me. I won. I won this match.
Yeah, well, you were definitely the winner of round 2. And then we come into round 3, and sometimes it's just a matter of who gets which questions.
Yeah.
How did you feel about round
David
3?
stole my numbers. I don't know what he did. I don't know who he bribed. I don't know who he bought. But he stole.
Are you okay?
No, just This isn't worth it. It's not that. This is a sunglasses match. Here, take them. Oh, take the gloves. Take the suit. Where'd I put it? Here, take this. I'm done. This isn't me. I have done so much wrong in the past. I've hurt so many people. I've killed a few too many people. I've killed people. I've done wrong. I've been a bad person. And that's just not me. This is not me. I'm gone.
Whoa.
This is the last match for the cleaner. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Andrew. I'm sorry, Perger. I'm sorry, Keith. I'm sorry, John. I'm done.
Whoa. Are you saying that you're stepping away from the Dollhouse?
The house does not feel like it's for me anymore. It's not who I am. My room is empty. My closet vacant. It's none of that is me.
Wow. Well, what's next for you?
I can't keep doing this. Every match that I play, I end up hurting somebody. And I just need to let people know who I hurt, who feel hurt and who feel wronged by me, that I am sorry. They need to know that I did wrong to them and I should not have treated them the way they did, and that they are so much better people than I led them on to be. They need to know that how I treated them is not what they're meant.
Wow. I gotta tell you, I did not see this coming. Wow. Well, so how are you feeling about like matches going forward? Are you still competing?
I'm gonna take a break from this division. As we saw, my gameplay wasn't up to snuff. I need to improve all around. I can't just rely on getting lucky on the wheel and giving my opponent's choice. I need to be better. If there's one thing to take away from this, I need to be better as a whole, not as a competitor or as a person, but just as a whole. As myself, I need to be better. And right now, this division isn't for me being better. It's just for me being bad. And I'm done being bad.
Wow. Well, good for you, man. Good for you, friend. I like I said, I didn't see this coming. I'm very curious to see where you do go next. And wow, this is big news.
I have a lot of people to apologize to, and I hope to start that journey soon enough.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks. The cleanser is no more. And it looks like Spence is turning over a new leaf. I can't wait to see where this takes us. Well, howdy again, folks. I'm joined now by that there Spaniard, David Garcia, who came home with the W today. How are you feeling about the match, man?
Well, shocked. Like, this was my worst match.
Yeah.
Hands down. I played horrible. Yes, I spanned multiple choice. I spanned opponent's choice in second round, but like that wouldn't even have been a factor if I hit my Star Wars and Wizarding World questions.
Right.
First round. I played horrible and Spence played incredibly better than what I expected. But at the end of the day, there is a reason why I am the number one ranked. Because even if everything goes against me, because today everything went against me, I managed to tie not be behind in the second round after opponent's choice, I pulled the last two questions out of that place we cannot say because we are on a PG time.
Right.
I pulled those questions and it allowed me to be ahead or tied and choose my numbers. Did I take Spence's numbers from them? Yes, maybe, but that wasn't intentional. I don't need to play those games to beat my opponents. I don't need to. And look at that. Did you watch the last Geek Center?
I did.
So, two-pointer, three-pointer, that won me the match. And two-pointer and three-pointer in comic book categories. I missed the Wizarding World and Star Wars questions because I can make mistakes. But I showed that I have been working my weaknesses. I have been working. I have been focused. Now I don't have to worry about anything else than getting to that World War Geek and winning the championship. But on my way, if I have to take down people, I have a list. I do have a list of people
Well,
who went after me.
Who have you got on that list there, David?
People went after me, and now I am going to go after them. So Spence is out of the way, and I am glad that me beating the Cleaner has taken out the Cleaner of the face-off, because I hope they are going to be a better person now. And who knows, maybe we even get along right now. So the Cleaner is out. I took down my biggest enemy in this league. People have been insulting me, going after me, calling me names. And now that I don't have to be politically correct because I am the commissioner, I can call them out. I have Alex Frost, but I don't think he will never face me. He has said that openly. Sandy Robinson, he managed to run away from me in the Star Wars division. And the Elk has been going after me like from the very beginning of the league in this match. But I don't but he has said he's too coward to play in Geek, so I don't think he will accept. So I don't know. I want Alex. I want Sandy. Whatever. Cody, who is doing a great job. But I don't know if those competitors are going to accept my challenge, because I was probably supposed to play, I don't know, Scully, probably, who I respect dearly. I would love to play Scully, but he hasn't won me anyway, so I don't have beef with him. But whatever Cody wants, I am ready to take anyone, and I will play a better game than this.
All right. Well, that is one heck of a Christmas list. Hopefully Santa Claus will come early for you this year, friend.
Let's hope.
But like you said, we've got World War Geek down the road, and all of these Geektacular matches that we're doing, that's where we're headed. And you definitely showed today that you do deserve to be on top, and you do deserve to be in that tournament.
Yeah, as I said, everything that goes before World War Geek is going to be practice, because I think with a 4-1 record, I secured my place in the first, like in the big event. I won't have to play any kind of qualifiers. But yeah, if I don't play any match before World War Geek, I don't care. But I would love to take down any of those people I mentioned. Or play Scully, whatever.
Well, and that's why we have another guy doing the commissioning to figure all that out, so you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, actually, that took a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah. Is it nice not having all that weight on your shoulders?
Yeah, it is. Like, my jacket feels a lot lighter now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good job today, my friend, and can't wait to see what you do in your next match. And I'm going to throw it back to Elk and Hillbilly on the desk.
All right, we are back from the interviews, and some pretty interesting interviews going on there. Hillbilly, good job. We've got both our competitors saying some pretty surprising things. We've got the Cleaner saying the Dollhouse is done. The Cleaner is out, gone for good, changing their entire way of thinking. And David Garcia listing off a whole bunch of competitors, saying there's nobody who can stand against him in this league. And after a really impressive match, I think, from both competitors, gotta say, he might have a point. He's looking for a challenge, and there's nobody out there who he feels can challenge him.
I tell you what, he had a good match today. I think when people look at it, it's going to be a lot closer than it seemed like. But I can't wait to see what he does next. And you're right, man. There were some bombshells dropping today. I don't know anymore what is up or what is down or what is right and what is left.
Absolutely. It was an incredible way to start off our season. Two amazing competitors, a match that was fought tooth and nail all the way down to the 5-pointer. And hey, you couldn't ask for a better start than this. I suppose there's nothing more exciting. But with that, fans, it is the end of the match. And you know what, Hillbilly? I've got something else to say just before we get out of here. I'm looking at these two competitors. We got 2 interviews and a lot of bombshells, like you said. Let's start off with Spence. I mean, that was heartfelt. That was deep down. That was, I want to be a better person. I don't want to represent these bad things anymore. And a lot of people out there would say, that's exactly the path that you should follow. And to all of those people, to all of you face-off fanatics on Spence's side, I say, get your heads out of your rear ends, because the truth of the matter is, we do bad, it feels good, and the Dollhouse will not die in the movie trivia face-off. Not while I'm around. I'm representing for Dollface. I'm representing for everybody out there who knows you got to be nice to these other people. You don't got to tell them how good they are and how well they played. You just got to tell them, I'm the best, and if you want to beat me, well, never mind. It's not going to happen. You got to go out there and you've got to destroy your opponents, slaughter them, murder them, and bring them down. And Spence, today, I am disappointed in you. And for that, I am not sorry. As always, you are welcome. And speaking of that, how about David Garcia going out there saying nobody can compare, nobody can take him to the limit? You want to talk about screw jobs in matches? How about that Harry Potter match? That's the Montreal screw job of the movie trivia face-off. That was my match to win, and I am not afraid, no matter what you say. So you can make your list. You can check it twice, because I'm feeling naughty, and what I do to you, Garcia, will not be nice. The Elk is retired. No way in hell. I will come out of retirement. One match and one match only. Garcia, you want me in geek? You want me in singles? Hell, you want me in any category, anytime, anywhere. I will take you all the way down, like Spence should have done today, that cowardly fool, dropping out from the mission, from the truth that the Dollhouse brings to all of you. In the end, fans, I bring you the excitement. I bring you the amazement. I'm the best looking, the hardest working, and the absolute pinnacle competitor in this league. Even when I'm not competing, you want more of the Elk, and that's exactly what you're going to get. So you know what? Let's talk to our commissioner. Let's talk to Corey Morissette. It is on, Garcia, and you don't know what's coming for you. I'm going to run over you like a freight train. Fans, I'll see you next time we face off.
All right. Spence, if you are serious about turning over a new leaf, holler.